So I've been thinking about this expression for a little while now. I mean, I guess just all morning. It's like, I want to get something off my chest. If I express this, it'll make me feel better. I also listened to Ghost of a Podcast. It's a weekly astrology podcast, and the host, Jessica Laniato, is just very wise and always has these great reminders of you're feeling this way because everything around you is making you feel this way. So there's some truth to that. It was a full moon in Cancer recently, and my sun sign is Cancer. But it is what she said in the podcast that kind of triggered and made me realize why I was feeling the way I was feeling. And everyone is feeling similar experiences of isolation. And I'm realizing how extreme mine has become over time, I suppose. And I'm having a lot of deep reflections on when we first moved out to Austin. It was with the intention to travel and continue to be present here on YouTube and on my blog and continue to grow my online community with all of the adventures I would be going on. And obviously, the world had a different plan. So I've been experiencing a lot of loneliness, and I guess with the accumulation of time, I'm really starting to hit this place where it can become depressive, and like, I guess I've gotten to a place where it just kind of feels numb, where you just don't feel like doing anything. And, you know, I've kind of been in that place for a little while, and with the lessons and the self-care that I bring into my life, I know that being actionable about that is, I mean, there's community out there, and I knew in my head that it was always going to be a virtual community that I was mostly going to be reaching towards. I would build however big of a community in Austin. And so there's also been just a combination of me understanding social media more, where I'm on it very frequently because I work at a marketing agency now, and so I think that has been a big learning lesson for me, in that I need to continue to have boundaries with it. And so when the Facebook whistleblower was talking about all of the negativity that Facebook perpetuates and does not do anything to remove from their platforms, it just brought up a lot of mental health issues that I've had with social media. And it's hard for me to navigate, and I'm in my 30s now, and so I can only imagine how it is to navigate as a teenager or in your 20s, and just knowing and being on the internet your entire life. So my empathy for younger people it makes me, my first reaction was just to protest it and to not be on the platforms. But I'm realizing over time, when I'm not connecting with people who are like core people in my life, because a lot of people turn to social media to connect with people. I mean, I am an old soul, and I do prefer phone conversations and video chats and things like that, but I know that those things take a lot of energy, and we don't have that much energy. We're all like running really low on the gas tank. So I want to hold space for people and not have anyone feel the expectation that they need to communicate with me in that way. So, like, okay, well then I just turn on the camera, I show up, I tell you guys that this has been such a huge struggle, and I really feel like I'm in a really like not great place. And now that that's out, I can just listen to the Wash tell us its song. So I guess my thought process in the last few weeks, my thought process back in November and December was like, let's get back onto YouTube. Let's do it in a sustainable way. I just wanted to show up in this way, express myself in this way. And it was with other things. It was with Vlogmas, us going to California. So there's just a lot of like fun things to show or document. And then once we moved here, I got kind of quiet just because Keith is going into the office, and I've been like literally been alone for long periods of time in the winter. And so it's just bringing up a lot. Like, I am holding space for winter and hibernation mode and understanding my emotions more. I've had those experiences in the past. So I will hold space for that, but I haven't been alone for just winter. It's been like, it's too long to admit. It's years. I mean, it hasn't been 1 year, it's been multiple years. So, I guess I'm going to have to get to the point where I'm concluding my expression, but, oh, well, speaking of expression, I just want to kind of talk about my emotional health, but not to a degree where it's like bringing you guys down. So that's where I'm like, I'm not going to turn on the camera. I'm not going to make people feel like crap because of my negative emotion. So I kind of want to use this experience, this documenting, to help me kind of continue to heal, and like find solutions and show up. I'm still experiencing a lot of skin issues, and I'm going to there's a lot of emotion tied to issues with your skin. Like, your skin is what people see, and so I'm gonna continue to navigate that, and I think that ultimately I'm going to feel better showing up than not. So, hi. Thank you for joining me on this journey.